Say hello.
Hello.
And say Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. My first no griot.
Hello guys, look who is back. Your girl is back and Happy New Year guys. You guys miss me because I missed you guys so much. So I have to come back here. So let's get into this beautiful look because I have to come back with a banging look. So to begin, I'm using a micellar water to clean her face, and this time I'm not using my Nia Beauty micellar water because it has finished. So I use my La Vida Amanda micellar water. Next, into the skin prep, I'm using my green tea setting spray. Of course, it didn't go with last year. I still came into it with this year. And of course, my Nia Beauty lip balm. My gorgeous, gorgeous Nia Beauty lip balm. I don't know what I would have done without this lip balm. Guys, make sure you don't sleep on this product. Next, my Zaron Hydrating Serum. I love the serum so much because I just love how much it hydrates the skin, guys. How much hydration your skin has is going to determine how flawless your makeup turns out. Don't sleep on your skin prep. Don't play with your skin prep. It's really, really important. So make sure you blend that into the skin and make sure it's well blended. We are working with a normal skin, so I'm using my Mismetic Moisture Balm. This is like an oil-based moisturizer. It just has like a little bit of oil in it, not so much. So I apply this on the skin because we're working on a normal skin and I don't want to create a completely matte look, not like the greasy dewy look, but something really, really fresh that looks like her skin, that looks alive. That's just it. So make sure you blend into the skin properly, and I went ahead to massage it with my fingers. Make sure you massage very well. Everything should sink and absorb into the skin. Yeah, that's the word. Next, onto the skin prep, I'm using my Seal. This is the Mismetic. This is the Mismetic Power Seal. So I just apply that on the T-zone because I want that side mattified. Because even though she has like a normal skin, we still want to play safe. So I use my normal lash back to just fan. Everything needs to be completely dry. And also to control the oil around that area, we just need to make sure everything is well intact and safe. I'm using the Dove Cosmetics Gentle Dove Cosmetic Primer. This is like a great dupe for Becca Primer. If you cannot afford Becca Primer, make sure you get this. And I think Becca has discontinued, so you should not be sleeping on this. Next, into the skin prep, I'm using my Mauve Setting Mist just to bring everything together and give me like a good base for my foundation. So for the foundation, I'm using my Nuban Beauty in L1 and the Beauty by AD Luxe foundation in number 8, bad 8, that's the number. I mix them together. I use my buff brush to apply on the skin. Because this foundation is not like a very lightweight foundation, it's not like greasy. I don't know how to put it, but it's not like a very greasy foundation. So I apply it with a brush first before using my beauty sponge to just blend everything together. If I'm using like a super, no, like Maybelline Fits Me, I would have used my beauty sponge directly to apply it, but this foundation holds up well with a brush. Just look at that skin match and everything. For blush, I'm using this lipstick from my Eye Magically palette, my favorite palette. I'm still going to get another one because this one is almost finished. I applied that. I just wanted it to have this shade of pink on her cheek. Just give me that, rosy cheek. I know that's what it's called. And just, applying very little quantity on the nose, like excess from the brush. Sorry, beauty sponge on the nose area because I just want everything to look, warm, soft, sweet, and good, if that even makes sense. So to conceal or highlight her face, I'm using the Kevin Coil Concealer in number 6. Number 6 is a light shade. It's not like really, really light, but it's light because it's obviously highlighting her skin. So I place that with a flat brush, and I'm using this small blending brush to spread the concealer. This concealer really gives you time to blend. So what I love doing is I just place it and use my small blending brush to spread it while I go ahead to do every other thing I need to do. So I'm just spreading under the eyes, and I asked her to smirk, do the same thing on her chin and also under her nose as well. I just make sure I blend, and very little quantity, because this concealer is, it has like a very good coverage, a full coverage, yes, and it's thick, so it has like a very good consistency. I think that's the word I was looking for. So just make sure you take very little. A little goes a long way, and it's really really pricey, so you don't want to pack so much. So to give the face a lift, I'm just using this brush to apply the concealer in that way. So to contour, I'm using, or bronze the face rather, I'm just using my foundation. This is the English foundation in 113, to just like bronze and warm up the face a little bit. I didn't blend my concealer because I just wanted to like get tacky for a while before I blend that in, because this concealer gives you time to blend, so it's my advantage. So when you have like a frontal on, or when you're working on a model that has a frontal on, please use a small blending brush to apply contour on that area, because you don't want to mess up the hairline. If you mess up the hairline, everything is going to get tacky, because good makeup complements good hair, and good hair complements good makeup. So it's just like vice versa. So after that, I just make sure everything is well blended, and I went ahead to blend the concealer. When I'm blending the concealer, I start first from the nose to the forehead area, because I want to contour her nose before I blend under her eyes. The reason I do this is because when I contour the nose and blend under the eyes, whatever harsh lines I get from the contour, the concealer from the sides of the nose just helps me blend that in. I don't know if that makes sense, but you should try it. So I use the same foundation, the England's foundation in shade 113, to contour her nose, very little quantity. My model actually owns like a skincare brand, I think, so her skin is really representing. I was like, your skin is good, and good skin complements good makeup, or good makeup complements good skin. So moving ahead to blend, and when you're blending your concealer, please start from the edges. Don't just go directly to where you have like the most concealer to start blending, like I'm doing now. I start from the sides of the nose, and I went to the side of the eyes, like the last part where the concealer is close to her cheek. Yeah, so I'm just blending that part first before going into or directly under her eyes. You don't want to like pack or take your beauty sponge directly to where you have like the most product. You're definitely going to have like patches, or have like products going on everywhere, or you have it opening. So next, I'm going to be using this is blush, this cream blush from Tehila in Demit. It's an orange shade. Because of the concealer and the contour reduce the intensity of my blush, so I'm just using it to intensify. I use an orange shade because even though I want to have like a pink shade, I still just want that one on her face. So to set, I'm using this press powder, Nuban Beauty press powder in number 1, and Miracle Cosmetic setting powder in ginger. I use a press powder to set first before I go into it with my setting powder or my translucent powder, whichever one I'm using. This gives me like a very smooth under eyes. And when you're doing this, please don't pack product. Don't pack products. And before you do anything under the eyes, please go ahead, blend it before you apply it. Don't take powder to set under the eyes that is creasing already. Please blend that part that is creasing. So I do the same thing every other part of the face where I highlighted. And I really love this Nuban Beauty number 1. I love the shade. I love that it's a bright powder that has like a yellow undertone. Most very light shade of powders I have just have all this cool undertone, just like whitish or something. I don't know how to place it. So for my ginger, the Miracle setting powder in ginger, I use my powder puff to just pick it off, that powder puff that has like a V shape. And after picking it off, picking it up, I dab it on the back of my palm just to take out excesses. I don't want so much packed on the face, on my makeup on the face. So just do the same thing every part of the face where you set. This is going to give you like a very light on the eyes. So to intensify the blush the more, I'm just using this pink from my classic blush palette to just intensify. So to also intensify the bronzer or the contour, I'm using my Fenty Beauty powder in 400. I really love this shade of powder. It just gives me everything I want and more. Next, we're going to be doing the eyeshadow. These are the palettes I'm going to be using. This is my Arts Makeup Arts nude, and this is my V Beauty nude, and I'm using my Benai Clan White eyeshadow base to do this. I promise you guys I'm going to be showing my eyeshadows very soon, and I'm trying to do that this year. I don't know if you're going to be satisfied with this, but just manage me as you see me. So I apply the Benai Clan White, make sure it's well blended, because however your eyeshadow base turns out, that's how your eyeshadow is going to turn out. So I pick up the orange from the Arts Nude palette, apply it on the crease, blend it out, and I took a brown from the V Beauty Nude palette, also just, to darken the outer corner of the eye. So this is just basically what I'm doing. I used different brushes for this actually. So this is the brush I used to apply the orange. I just used to blend. So to apply my eyeshadow on the lid, I went ahead to blend the base again because I don't want it looking cracky. So this is the shade I picked initially. It looks like pink, but from the palette it was looking like very light shade of pink, not the shade actually. But I wasn't satisfied, so I went ahead, picked another shade. You can see how the color is changing. I still wasn't satisfied. I went ahead and I picked this very light shade of pink, and to an extent I was like, okay, I can make do with this. The other ones they were nice, but then it wasn't really what I wanted. So I just like, okay, fine, I can make do with this, and let's just move on. So I placed that on the lid, went ahead with a brush to just blend the outer corner. Like I picked a brown, the brush I used to apply the brown initially, I picked it to just, blend out the outer corner because no demarcation has to be seen. By the way, let's take a moment to appreciate this beautiful hairline. Hairline is representing. This is by the Hair Solution. I'm going to leave her IG handle and her YouTube in the description box. So using this is my pencil, the Mirac Charcoal pencil. This pencil is really, really black, guys. Don't sleep on this pencil. I think this year I'll be recommending more of products. So I just use it to, extend it a little bit, and I'm using my brush to just, blend that out. I want it to have like a wing, but not like a very sharp wing. I want it just smudged out. So for her lash line, I'm using my Tehila Cosmetics gel liner. I don't know why I keep saying my oh, it's mine, but I'm supposed to say the Tehila Cosmetic gel liner, but the products are mine, so it's mine. So just, on the lash line, and make sure you do that well. Do the same thing on the other side. So using my Wing Beauty Instant Volume Mascara to, take out the excess fallout on her eyes, and also prepare the lashes prepare her natural lashes for the false lashes I'm going to apply. So I did the lashes off camera. So next up, we're going to be doing the brows. I think my brows these days are the most simplest thing for me to do when doing my makeup, because I don't just know, it just turns out simple, even though I still don't like doing brows. I know how to do it, but I don't like doing it. So I'm just, outlining the brows, very light stroke. I'm using my Davis pencil in number 3. She's really light skinned, so you have to be really light-handed. So I'm just, outlining a little bit and having my spoolie with me to just keep brushing and making sure everything is intact. I went ahead, took like a sharp pencil, not the same one I used to outline, like a different very sharp pencil to, stroke out the beginning part of the brows. And whenever you're doing your brows, your pencils has to be as sharp as possible, guys. Please do not use blunt pencils. So I went ahead, brushed again, and I went into it with a different sharp pencil to just make sure everything is intact. So you're not running into anywhere. So I know sometimes your client might be rushing, but please just take your time to get it right. So to conceal the brows, I just use like very tiny, I think this is from the foundation I used on her, but just very tiny products to just define it. One very big advantage of doing your brows lashes, it's easier and it helps you to save like a lot of product. If I was doing these brows before the eyeshadow, I know I must have extended this concealer to her eye area. So I just blend that out properly, went to the beginning part of her brows and used a darker shade for the beginning part of her brows, the same shade I used to contour the nose area because I want it to look as natural as possible. So using the same foundation I used on her skin, I'm defining the top of the brows because I just want, it was looking really nice though, but I just, want to make it perfect. If it can be better, it should be better. So it's intensifying the contour on her nose area, just very little quantity. Doing that, I was using my Fenty Beauty in number 4 to do that. So because I'm just setting, and that's just it. So to set every part of the face with powder, I'm using the Melanin Mineral Compact Powder in medium just to set everything, and to intensify the gel liner, I'm using, that's the liner on her eyes. I'm just using the gel liner to do that. So down to the lip, I wanted something like really nude, not anything related to pink, because she already has like pink on her eyes and pink on her cheeks, so I didn't want anything that is related to pink, even though I kind of had like a pink base, but the lip is not related to pink. And this time I didn't use my Eye Magic lip brown lip stick to line. I used my Davis brown pencil because it has like a different shade and a different undertone, and that was what I was really going for. So your brow pencil is not just for your brows alone, it can also work for your lips. So just do that. Make sure you blend it with a brush so you don't have like harsh lines everywhere. Blend it with a brush, and I went into the lip with this base. It's kind of pink. I got it from my Eye Magic lip palette, so it's kind of pink. The Eye Magic lip palette doesn't have like the complete nude shade actually. So I just got this and applied this. This is Avo lipstick, and I asked her to blend, and this is turning out pink. At this point I was like, okay, I know what I was doing, I know what I'm doing. So I went ahead with my concealer. This is the Nova Beauty concealer in the shade 045. I applied that on her lips, and now this is giving me the original lip out I had in my head that I was going to create. So just make sure you blend, blend, blend. Like your life depends on it, guys. Just keep blending until you have like your desired whatever. So for lip gloss, I'm using the Supro lip gloss, and I can't remember, but this is a shiny lip gloss. This is another product you don't want to sleep on. Don't worry, I'm going to be doing more of product recommendation in this 2024 now that I am back, and I am fully back. I promise I am fully back. So just keep blending and blending, and just make sure you don't like overline the lips and have lipstick or lip gloss everywhere. It kind of looks very messy, and trust me, you won't like it one bit. So just to, dust out excesses from her face, I'm using my MAC mineralized powder in, this is medium gold. So I'm just taking very tiny quantity and barely picking products actually. So just, blend every part of the face, not like basically every part of the face though, just the part where I highlighted, using my Nuban Beauty setting spray to just melt the makeup together and let everything come together into her skin. So just bring everything to one layer, and of course make sure it's dry, like 98% dry, before you go into it with your beauty sponge. You don't want to go into the face with your beauty sponge when if it is still wet. It's definitely going to lift your makeup. So when you're done like sealing every other part of the face, you can go under the eyes and just do that lightly. So for more glow, I'm using my this is the Miss Mete Glow Balm. I think this is the shade Flushed. So just let's just have that very soft glow on her skin, just soft and just there, soft and represented. So of course we have to glow more. This is the So Pro in Jara, the pink highlighter. So I'm just placing it like I'm scared of it because I don't want it to be too much. Trust me, guys, this highlighter, if it's too much, you are not going to like, you'll be so frustrated because you can't even take it off. So it's increase the volume of her lower lashes because don't want it looking all than off. I'm using my new Wink Beauty mascara, the instant volume mascara. Of course, my Supro Silly Spray to seal everything together. And guys, this is the finished look. Tell me my comeback is worth it. And make sure to subscribe, like this video, check out my other videos. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.